We are alive. Hello, chat.
It's alive. I'm just gonna trust the gamble. Whoa!
What in the? Oh, yeah, you finally got enough of those.
Whoa!
Oh, Sadie Poo, hello! Welcome to me streaming. I just finally hit the start streaming button and I need to find out what I'm doing today. It's the person who's asking me questions!
I see. I
I didn't know he was gonna show up on stream! I was just like, oh, I'm done it. I've answered the questions. I'm ready to, like, work. and he showed up and I was like, oh, hello.
could have gone live anyway, man. It's
Oh.
on stream.
Oh, I'm live now. Do you want me to? How many different levels of stuff in the hole do you want me to do?
I thought we weren't doing stuff in the hole anyway.
Oh, well, I was like, I was gonna do it anyway, but I can do it later.
Do it later, because there's other big prints you would need to do first.
I'll do your
Like big
icons.
pictures. Oh, I was gonna say the tavern
Tavern?
also needs to be done. Yeah.
There is no
I
tavern.
didn't actually write them down.
Hmm?
I'm stupid, I didn't write them down.
I was gonna say, like, this one I don't remember at all.
I was like, I do still need the things for the tavern, but I just forgot to put them on Discord now.
I see. Well, I can work on the mid deck instead.
Okay. 9. And 2 squares 4 plus 1 is 3. That doesn't sound right at all, because that's either subtract or divide by 20.
That's subtract.
Okay, then I don't have the right answer at all.
Whoops. What? 4
What's 2
square?
squared?
Oh, is it 1 plus? Is it 9? Yeah, hold up. Yeah, what? Oh, where's my first thing? Yeah, it's subtraction. Plus 2 squared 9. If you try try 17. It's negative 7. Or sorry, 9. Try negative 11. Did you say 11? Oh, okay.
Alright, for this one we just go around in circles because it's broken.
Does it just break sometimes?
I don't know, but it's definitely broken now because that doesn't equal anything. Nothing on the board anyway.
But yeah, today I'm working on things for Pirate Game. I am drawing boat. Parts of a boat. Up to. Do I need to show the ends of the mid deck, or is just the like the part that's exposed in the side view enough?
Just the part that's exposed in the side view is enough for this.
And then do you want it to be the same as the top deck, or do you want it to be just like void?
I don't get what you mean by that, but also hang on, I'm still trying to... I need to remember which ones I've been hitting. I've almost gone all the way around which shows that this is definitely busted in some way. And 9, no. 10, 9, 12, 10. 5!
Five?
How do you get 5? Four, 2, 2's 4 again. How's it not 4?
2. Is it? Oh, you think it's 2 squared minus 2 plus 2 squared? So it's 4 minus 2 plus
4,
2
6.
squared. Wait, what? 2
Huh?
plus 2. So try 16. Oh, here, hold on. I think I got it. Nah! 16.
What?
16!
I didn't. You can't say no as if I'm not just getting you back to where you need to be to guess 16.
I was gonna do the math for the one you guessed on. I think what it is after everything, every step that has that color, you have to do it again. So it was 2 squared plus 1 squared again minus 20.
Wow.
Or whatever. Yeah, that's why that one was 16. It's 2 squared, which is 4, minus 2, plus 2, which is 4 again, and then you square that.
Well, so what's this one then?
Okay, well, I need to like erase all these numbers every now, you know? Okay, so we have 20, minus 20, minus 20. So we have negative 20.
What? Minus 20 again.
So there's 2, oh sorry, it's 3. Ugh. Okay, 20 minus 20, minus 3, divided by 3, negative 1 squared equals positive 1 times 4 is 4. 4 is your answer. Yo.
Whack.
Oh, it's getting hard, man.
You know what the worst part is?
Nothing good.
That was all just to make progress on the trophy.
Oh my god.
I need to call it a day.
Oh my god.
We gotta get the trophy. We gotta get all 8 trophies in the end. Alright, now it's a blue day. I'm hoping for one of 2 things to happen on my blue day here. Oops all classrooms, or a music room shows up in the middle of it, and I'm okay with either. Okay, what is the question on this ship?
Okay, so let me stream my whole screen. I can just drag it. It's done. Okay. As of right now, the mid deck only has this up to like here drawn in the side view. What goes here and here?
You don't need to.
It's like void or just like default wood. Like
It's still the it's still the outside of the ship on the sides.
still the outside of the ship. Okay.
On the sides, yeah. The whole point. Okay, so the way the mechanic works is you're looking at say you're looking at the top deck like this.
Yeah.
There's going to be a little button in the top right corner of it that you click, and it shows you the side of the ship, so you can swap between the decks you're looking at from a top-down view.
But you don't want to show this, but on that level on the interior.
Not on the side.
I see. Okay.
I'm okay with starting today with 7 coins.
But you overdid it there.
No, actually, yeah, let me do this.
30 is for the funny.
Yeah, but what's 35?
Oh, I'll screenshot that.
Huh. Ooh, 5-day duration, too. Each time you draft a shopper and gain 1 dice. Gain 5 extra money each time you roll dice. Blessing duration 5 days. If I ever put 100 into that, by the way, I am going to yeet out all 100 and see what happens. I want to know how bad the curse is. For being like, no, sorry, I think I'm going to take my $100 back. Are you capable of math again or no?
Yeah, but it just means I'm not gonna be drawing like you want me to. Well, you can do that, surely. And you can do that, surely.
Well, it's 11 minus 8. That's 3 squared is 9. Yeah. So, squared is what happens when you times a number by the amount of times of itself, right? So, like...
So, okay, so this is going to be...
Like when I square 3, it's 3, 6, 9.
No, it's 3 times 3.
But are you doing... What? Aren't they the same number results?
Why is there a 6 in between? Because
Well, how does squared work then?
you multiplied the number by itself. So 2 squared is 5 times 5, yeah. Sorry, 5 squared is 5 times 5, 2 squared is 2 times 2, you know?
I see. What's the one where it's
cube?
like... Oh, it's... I was like, is it cube or like to the power of itself or something?
Yeah,
It's like...
well, to the power, this is to the... Squared is to the power of 2. Cubed is to the power of 3.
Well, what's the one where you do it to the power of itself then? Because that is one where it's like you have to do
the
3
exclamation
times 3.
point, where it's 5, where 5 exclamation points, 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1.
No, the one where it's like if you have 3 with the 3, then you're supposed to do 3 times 3, making 6, which is then times 3 to make.
No,
whatever.
that's how you do multiplication, sir.
That just no. There's like an exponent. What? What's the? That's. I'm saying there's like a little thing you can put to tell a person to do that, where you just to the power of itself.
That's when you just write the number again real tiny. 5 to the 5th, you know? 2 to the 2nd.
But
Anyway,
5 to the 5th isn't the same as 5 to the 2.
No. That's why you read.
Okay.
In this case, it's just a big old square in the center, so you know. Okay, this is 1 squared is 1 plus 4
Plus
equals
4
5. Square
squared.
that. It's 25 minus 15 gets you 10.
Uh-huh.
What in the world?
Fuck. What effort
16
is this
divided by 4. Squared equals 16 divided by 4. Squared equals 6. It's 16, man.
I don't. Okay. I don't have the brain power to like do that in my head. Is what my issue is.
Well, it's much easier for me when I can tell, you know, write out the math as it happens.
I know. I'm just like I have to paper down all of my equations then. Sure, dining room is free, and I get a lunchbox now because I bought it. Experiment time. Draft a red room, deliver a letter.
Oh my god, you need to deliver the letters, man.
Well, there you go. I'm trying to deliver the letters now. Man, when allowance and, like, red rooms are a combo that you can do, though, which is what's been happening on letter days, I'm just like... I'm not passing up the extra allowance. What do I want? It's another hall. I want a blue. Oh, foyer! Oh, I don't have enough for a foyer!
Oh. So did you also want me to add the, like, powder bucket or whatever that is hanging from the ceiling?
Powder bucket hanging from the ceiling? What?
I don't know, whatever this thing, like the stuff, whatever this stuff is. Like, oh, it's like the arm you load the cannon with and all that.
Oh, no.
No, you just want this big empty?
Something decorated, I just don't know what. But no, the ceiling stuff should not be there.
Alright, rope and cannonball, gotcha.
Oh, I hate my life. Game, you suck. Let's see. I'm surprised I still remember all these safe combos. Much as I don't want to, give me security there, please. No!
Hmm?
The music room takes 2 gems.
Ah.
I have to ask a very important question here now.
What?
If I get to the music room and it tells me to, like, do another room that we can't get today in the song notes, do I get to say it's your fault?
Sure, but I will be sad.
Oh, why would you be sad?
Cause you're gonna have to be, you're in the room anyway.
See, why would I have to be in the room anyway? I see.
I don't know.
It's okay. But you need to learn to take more blame is all. You're not flawless, nor am I. None of us are. That doesn't mean you're not perfect. You're perfect to me.
If I could get away with just drawing cannon, flip it, I'll just trace over it so it looks less wonky. Because if I do this, can you tell that it's like the same one flipped? Like, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll move them around and go over it again.
Pump room. Game. Why?
4.
Yo. Okay, conference room is free, so I have to take the conference room first.
The cannon's too
Did I get
fat.
security over? I did. I'd say they're fine on width, but not on length.
Shorter?
No, a little longer.
Longer.
They're supposed to stick out of the side.
You have to go out.
Or be, they have to be capable of being out, yes.
But it's like this. I guess are these cannons like how big is a real cannon? Because I'm like this is pretty big.
Fucking massive, man.
Because I'm like
the size of a car.
okay, I was gonna be like yeah, one of our men is like this big.
Hmm.
This is the size of a man right now.
Yeah, that's about accurate, actually.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I see.
It's like maybe not in height, but in width and length. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, cannons are big, man.
I don't know because I always see those like the dinky little Civil War ones, and I'm just like, look at that thing.
I mean, okay, technically, there is no real like limit to them if you really want it.
The ship ones were just this big.
Yeah, probably. Alright, our new book is here.
I'm searching the
Curse of-
screenshots.
Black Bridge by Simon P. Jones. Or no, by Redford Ewing.
Alright, next page.
This was also gifted by Simon P. Jones. Okay, let me just do all of this stuff so I can let you take your
Next
screenshots.
Page. Oh god, we're reading a novel. Next page.
Yes, I am.
Page. Next page. Page. Next page. Actual kids short novel. Next page. Next page. The next page. Oh god, next page.
You chose this.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Next page. Oh no, he's dead. Next page.
Tell the story.
Next page. Oh no! Next page. Next.
Hmm.
Next.
In Discord while I do this, so I can not spoil for myself whatever you're looking at.
Next. Next. Oh my god. Next.
Is this the same as the last? Is this the last one?
Yeah, it's the same one. Next.
Okay.
Next. Oh no, I only kept screaming. Next. Next. Next.
That's the end.
Okay, God, it's one.
Alright. The Curse of Blackbridge by Redford Ewing.
Fucking 50-page
Forward.
book.
Forward.
Okay.
The legend of Blackbridge is one that the well-known people of the Grand Realm for versions of this. Oh, the legend of the Blackbridge is one that's well known to the people of the Grand Realm. For versions of this tale have been passed down from generation to generation. With each new telling, the story has changed, becoming over the years more colorful, more verbose, and as one might expect, increasingly horrifying. However, with so many renditions and unique personal touches, the task of confining and binding this tale to text seemed an ambitious and impossible challenge. Over the course of my research, I've heard dozens of variations of the legend, and while the details would often change, I was surprised how much of the story's heart remained the same. Yet, the more I listened, the clearer it became that there could never be a definitive version of this tale capable of capturing all the wonder and myth of Blackbridge. In the end, I chose to write down what felt most authentic. The story my grandmother told me as a boy long ago. Chapter 1. A 2-chapter short story. So, Chapter 1, The Berry Picker from Oris. Oh, hey, we're gonna get some actual important info out of this. Good. Many years ago, before peace had become a familiar word, there lived a group of rogues, so wayward that the locals deemed it appropriate to call their number the Unholy Hounds. They were feral outlaws, composed of society's worst at a time when society was at its worst. And for each crime that fearful travelers credited the group, a dozen more lay unclaimed, each worse than the last. For the gentry, however, who often value their coffers more than their companions, no crime could measure more wicked than the group's primary enterprise, high road robbery. One such member of this so-called band of rogues was a boy of 13 years, Jesper, who had not been lucky in life, having lost 2 brothers to war and parents to famine. In the years of hunger that followed, Jesper lived in a gutter behind a churchyard, relying on the nourishment of scurrying bugs and weeds harvested from the cracks of the alleyway to sustain his pitiful existence. God. It is not surprising that a child aiming to escape such hardships would take an easy road out. An easy and well-traveled road, paved with temptations, leading out of the city and onto the gentry lands where loose purse strings entwine with the strands of salvation and glisten equally with the hope of opportunity. It was this road that eventually led Jesper to the end of his youth, a hidden cave at the bottom of Blackbridge Canyon. It was here that he met his surrogate family and saviors, the notorious gang of the Godless Outlaws, known as the Unholy Hound. Despite the hardened circumstance that had led him to the vocation of banditry, Jesper was surprisingly tender-hearted and was often teased by the group for being too kind for such an ignoble life. For this reason, Jesper was assigned the innocent role of berry picker. It was not just innocence that set berry picking apart from the gang's more wicked undertakings, for it was the only duty performed without the safety of the night's concealment. Jesper, no stranger to solitude, did not protest that he alone worked while the others slept soundly, tucked away in the cave at the bottom of Blackbridge Canyon. One such occasion, Jesper decided to get an early start. He left the cave, berry basket in hand, and set out to the woods, for the morning sun had even brushed against the tallest treetops. It was colder in the mornings, but headway dawn afforded meant Jesper could reach the furthest berry patches without worry of being chastised for tarrying upon his return. It took over 3 hours on foot to reach his destination, and along the way, Jesper had passed by many familiar bush, all priorly pillaged, and so bereft of berries that one would have to dedicate several moments in earnest examination before finding a single one. Jesper was patient, but even patience had its limits. He was confident that even accounting for the time lost to this long stretch of travel, his efforts would be well worth the pains. Surveying the patches in this new grove surprised even Jesper. The red dots suspended among the leaves seemed as numerous as stars in the sky. Upon seeing such a boundless sight, he clutched his berry basket tightly and nearly toppled over out of joy. Once he had regained his senses, Jesper quickly made a decision. He would not reveal the location of his newfound treasure. Instead, he would earn the respect of his confederates, who, upon seeking his yield, might attribute the success to hard work. Smiling at his plan, Jesper set off to fill his basket, and was making steady strides in this task when the sound of thundering hooves interrupted him. A carriage is approaching. The thought of it made Jesper freeze. He had been so enchanted by his discovery that he had neglected to observe his surroundings. How could a roadway be so close? He ducked down and crept towards the impending sound, hiding behind one of the larger bushes nearby. It was only a moment before the sound source revealed itself. Within 50 paces of where Jesper hid, an elegant carriage with gold trim came soaring around the corner of trees, led by 2 beautiful white horses and conveyed by a stern-looking driver seated atop the vehicle, flaunting the most sophisticated regalia Jesper had ever seen. It was not just any carriage, it was a royal carriage. Even without ever having witnessed such a sight before, Jesper was certain. The sight had so transfixed Jesper that he stood awestruck, unable to tear away as the carriage approached. The little concealment the bush provided was soon proven unequal to the driver's lofty perch, and upon spotting the boy, he pulled the reins with such effect that the noble steed slid down to a sudden halt with precise control. "You, boy, get out from behind that bush," he shouted with a rigidity that betrayed a modest amount of fear. "You startled me half to death coming around the bend with my own drive, seeing such an unfamiliar face in a place where there not ought to be any face." Jesper quickly contemplated running. The man was much older, and his dress was suitable for courtly behavior, not dashing through the bramble or mud. I was picking berries." Jesper raised the half-filled basket to allow the driver to see proof of his words. The demeanor of the man suddenly changed. It was a change that Jesper was familiar with. He had many times seen the same stern expression on the most fiendish bandits melt away when presented with a berry basket. Any suspicions that the driver might have instantly evaporated, for even the notion of a member of the unholy hounds picking berries seemed farcical. The softened expression even made allowance for a smile. "Berries, eh? You couldn't have picked a better spot for them, could you?" "I used to pick berries here as a boy." Jesper took his cue to finally step forward and from behind the bush, proudly brandishing his baskets. "I know, and what luck I found them. I've only just begun picking, and look how many I have. It would have taken me 4-fold the time back home to procure this number." The driver bent down for a closer look. "And where is your home, boy? It must be quite far." Jesper replied with a scripted response. "A little south of Tanner Fork, just past the burnt woods." "My God, that is far. You couldn't have come all this way only this morning." It was true. fork was in the exact opposite direction that Jesper had traveled. And while that response would seem perfectly reasonable in a location closer to Black Ridge Canyon, you can see why it might seem less believable here. Sir, I've traveled...
I'm just making sure my mic is plugged in.
I see. Sir, I have traveled much farther for much less profit. I dare say there is no distance yet made by man that would not be worth undertaking for a prize such as these. Surely you've tasted them for yourself? And Jesper felt happier with this response, as it seemed to amplify the man's smile. In my youth, often, but perhaps I took it for granted because I never had to travel far, and even then my father would always drive us here in our carriage, so I'm ashamed I never had to walk such a stretch to earn equal reward. It was Jesper's time to smile. Then let my efforts reward us both today. You raised the basket even higher. A taste in memory of your youth, sir. The driver chuckled and removed one glove, bending over to the seat and reached down into the basket. The moment his fingers touched the first berry, the dagger in turn met his throat, cutting through a superficial layer of skin and drawing blood. Jesper caught the man's startled eyes. And for that taste, we'll have your purse, sir, in memory of my youth. The driver's arms had gone stiff, his chin raised and trembling, more frightened than he had ever been before. Whether unable or incapable of speaking, he did not respond to the boy. Perhaps he did not think his jaw could afford to be engaged at this peculiar time. Jesper let the basket drop, freeing his other hand to probe the man's pockets. Do not mistake me, sir. I will not kill you if you give me no cause, though I admit the thought of taking your carriage and leaving you the indignity of walking appeals to me. Unable to find a purse in the man's coat, Jesper pivoted to search the seat under him. Why do you have no purse upon your person? The driver slowly raised his hand cautiously, pointing down towards the carriage door behind them. Jesper lowered the knife at just a small degree to allow the man to speak, which he did in turn softly. There's a lockbox in the carriage. Well, come down then, and grant me the courtesy of sparing your life and binding your hands. A concession, I assure you, of my tender heart, for it would be much easier to slit your throat. The man started to comply, slowly lowering himself from the driver's seat of the carriage. Once down, Jesper guided him away from the carriage to a nearby tree. He instructed him to get on his knees and put his hands behind his back. Excusing his inexperience, the man indulged Jesper while he figured out how to adequately bind him. The smile and kindness Jesper had seen upon this man's face, now nothing more than a distant memory. In their place, cold, dark eyes displaying no emotion. I wonder, should I grant you the same clemency you were showing me? Jesper stopped, surprised by the question, but ignored it. Secure the final bindings and hastily returned to the carriage. One hand on the door handle, he turned back to the man. If there is no lockbox, there will be no clemency. Inside the carriage was surprisingly dusty and unswept, a stark contrast to the elegant and polished golden facade of the exterior. It had apparently been many years since a passenger had enjoyed passage in this vehicle. This all but confirmed what Jesper had suspected. The driver of this carriage was not a livery servant in the employ of some greater master. Any curiosity that this observation might have further produced was quickly abandoned upon seeing what rested under the carriage's back seat. A large wooden lockbox. I see you sitting there for a second. Are you waiting for me?
No.
I see. Okay. Despite its hefty appearance, the box was surprisingly easy to handle. Within a few minutes, Jesper had dislodged it from its hold and carried out onto the sunlight, inspecting the box carefully. Two observations were made. Atomic symbols found carved on all four sides of the box hinted that the box was very old, and not likely created by Ardanian hands. It reminded him of artifacts from the old world and was presumably crafted. in one of these ancient realms. Secondly, the box was secured by a rusted yet robust padlock and would not open easily without a key. Jesper looked over to the driver, quietly observing from his indentured position. Do you perhaps have a key you could provide me to open this box? Without emotion, the driver replied, there is no key to that box. Jesper stood up. Easy enough, then. He headed over to a nearby rock of sizable dimensions and lifted the stone up, carrying it back to the box. If there was ever a time when that lock had been resistant to brute force, it wasn't recent. With one hit, the stone had completely shattered the rusted lock. He bent back down and opened the lid. Inside was an effigy, crude figure chiseled from stone. Without too much deliberation, Jesper bent down and picked it up, somewhat surprised how heavy it seemed, given how light the box had felt, having expected to find something more akin to gold or gems. He looked questioningly to the man, hoping to find an explanation. The driver's smile had once again returned. You are cursed, boy. For deadly is the stone. You have opened that which should never have been opened, and you are cursed.
Oh no.
Jesper carried the effigy over to the man and shoved it in front of his face. What is it? That's one. Feeling his disappointment rising to anger now, Jesper tightened his grip on the effigy. One what, you mumbling agenitor? In God's name, why do you have no purse upon your person? The man did not seem intimidated. 1 pace. He paused for effect. 12 more, and you will be dead. He had only a second to flinch before the effigy struck him in the head, put an end to his cryptic ramblings. If there was ever a time the old man had been resistant to brute force, it wasn't recent. Jesper looked down at the sculpted stone figure, now splattered red. Was it cursed? Was he cursed? He had, of course, heard of stories of curses and had never doubted their validity in the past. Now that he was standing face to face with the possibility of being cursed, his mind pleaded with him to be skeptical. And if he was cursed, what difference would the knowledge make? A dozen more paces would not be enough to find another living soul. Say nothing of the chances of procuring a remedy. He did not move from where he now stood. He could live maybe another 3-4 days, maybe more given the abundance of nearby berries. Plan that if we ignore its obvious faults, he might provide additional opportunities for help to come along. But what good would that do, to be discovered here? Beside a body, stolen goods in hand, bloated from berries, and raving about a curse that could very well not be real. No, it would most certainly be better to face one's fate now. Take a dozen paces and see if life goes on. But Jesper found his legs unable to make that first step. His mind was unable to convince his limb to waste away 1/12 of his life in a single motion. Feeling the desperation sink in, he hopelessly looked about him for a solution. And if by some stroke of luck the gods had heard his plea, a miracle materialized before him as he found himself suddenly at the end of a fairy tale. 2 white horses and a carriage of golden trim were beside him, the answer to his immediate prayers. He laughed at his fortune and calculated the short number of paces back to the road. 4, perhaps only 3 if he jumped. He made a quick survey to see if there was anything he wished to grab before taking the plunge. He thought about removing the driver's fancy coat, but that appeared to be of some value. The additional risk of undertaking such a task was too great a chance, and so, after a profound breath, took his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th steps, though they were quite large. Seated now behind the horses, he reached for the reins, and suddenly realized that he was still gripping the effigy. If the curse was real, then it would most certainly be better left here. If, on the other hand, the story was fictitious, there might be some appraisal that could be made of the figurine. It was, after all, found within a lockbox whose typical function obscures objects of value, Having witnessed firsthand the horrors of destitution, Jesper found his mind equally reluctant to allow his hand to let go. If it is cursed, I die. If not today, then tomorrow. If I die, what care have I? And with that statement said aloud to the horses, seemingly, Jesper took up the reins with confidence.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Is the inside wall thinner than the top railing, or no?
The inside wall?
Or now the wheels of the cannon would be right up against the ship if I didn't make the walls thinner.
You should probably make it a little thicker.
How much thicker?
Yeah, that. What a fairy tale. That's only chapter 1, too.
Uh-huh.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, only like 13 pages, though. To go for chapter 2. I'm like, okay, so to think about it though, I'm like, that's clearly a story in relation to our steps, right?
Or something like that, yeah.
How we can only step so many rooms a day. The greed of the step may be our undoing. Alright, well, are you okay if I read part 2?
Yeah. My mousepad order got refunded. They don't believe I'm real or whatever.
What?
The $1 per mousepad place refunded my order, so they probably don't have that many in stock.
Uh-oh. I see. Okay. I read now.
Yeah.
Part 2, Below the Black Ridge. The boy's name wasn't Miller, right? No, Jesper. It was Miller. Miller awoke to some light nudging from a familiar foot. One person would have the cheek to awaken her in such an ill-mannered fashion. Shaking sleep from her eyes, she glared up at him in the darkness, but did not say a word. He nudged her again, teasingly, then stepped back into the den. After taking a moment for her eyes to adjust to the darkness of the cave, Miller remembered. She was on the third watch today. Quietly collecting her things and wits, Miller turned as she left, waving to her young friend who was more than likely already asleep. She crept through the cavern's main passage, careful not to wake the sleeping bandits around her. Like a hero in a book, she often mused. Quietly, she grabbed a bow from the haphazardly formed pile of weapons. Shaking the accompanying quiver in the darkness to assess how many arrows it held, she then walked towards the sun-drenched mouth of the cavern, ready to start her shift. Above her, in one of the few trees found in the canyon, Miller could see that Rivia was already posted. She waved, and Rivia waved back, calling out to each other was strictly forbidden. Anything louder than a gesture in the canyon was forbidden. When Miller reached the tree, Rivia lowered a braided rope and pointed to the ground behind her. Miller turned, following the finger, and saw a pail of water resting beside a nearby log. She turned back to Rivia and nodded, and secured the pail to the rope. The pail went up first, and in turn, Miller followed. Rivia reached across to grab the water. Miller leaned back to give her space. There was not much room for maneuver in this tree post. A necessary concession for concealment the outpost demanded. Rivia tilted the pail up to her mouth, dramatically illustrated how thirsty she had been. Miller laughed silently as water poured out, splashing onto Rivia's face. It was a bit too daring and noisy of a joke. And had the others been around, they would have certainly been scolded. for the unwarranted sound. But Miller appreciated the efforts Rivia took to verbalize the silence of the moment. They had been on third watch together for over a month. During that speechless time, their friendship had grown into something special. Affection was unsurprisingly scarce among the unholy hounds. She had felt a camaraderie before, of course, but intimacy never. From their elevated vantage point, the girls could see both in the concealed entrance of the cavern, as well as the clear view of the bridge that spanned across the canyon. Blackbridge was a link between the Gentry lands and the northern mountains. The overpass that connected Oris and Reddington. To city-faring travelers of the realm, the bridge was an unavoidable crossing. In the day, the task was to ensure that travelers passed by without stopping. At night, the task was to ensure they do. Most of her band really preferred the night, biting the sun, perhaps a tolerable. Like most of her band, Miller preferred the night. The biting glare of the sun might be tolerable to farmhands and bricklayers, but to a cavern-housed bandit, it was the source of constant annoyance. In the day, there was no shroud to conceal her expressions, nor to hide her thoughts. She felt exposed. Maria touched her elbow and pointed up. Miller, striving to suppress a budding smile, suddenly shook her head in response. There were many signs that the unholy hounds used in lieu of words. The two of them had developed an extended vocabulary, gestures quietly forged in the shared solitude of their month among the branches. She watched as Rivia shifted, placing her palms flat on the floorboards beneath them. Miller knew what she was trying to say, but shook her head a second time. It was often more fun to pretend not to understand. Rivia rolled her eyes and turned away, looking back to the canyon. Squinting through all the leaves, the two girls held still, watching and listening. It was not long, too, until Miller heard the sounds of Roach. Rivia held up two bent fingers, and a few moments later, two men emerged from the bridge's southern end. They were dressed in a familiar uniform, long gray coats with black facings, white waistcoats, and black tricorn hats. They belonged to the local patrol, the Blackguard. Although not an everyday occurrence, their presence at Blackbridge wasn't an unusual sight. Typically indicated an important traveler's impending passage across the bridge. Information that the girls would promptly relay to their leaders as soon as the coast was clear. But this report, while exciting, was rarely acted upon. In Miller's 5 years in the Unholy Hounds, she had never once seen a carriage taken in the open daylight when the Blackguard was nearby. Do you need me?
No.
I see. Okay, I'm making sure. I see you frozen, and I want to make sure. I see you not moving, not frozen, but like doing other things, and I just want to make sure you're not waiting for me. The men had nearly reached the bridge's north end when Miller heard the horses, faintly at first, but growing louder with each passing moment. Rivia's eyes met Miller's. The same concern mirrored each other's expression. This did not sound like the typical carriage, cautiously approaching the bridge to cross. Instead, the familiar crunch of the high road's gravel. They heard a harsh clattering of hoofbeats against stone. Both girls quickly redirected their attention downwards, looking through the foliage. The sounds were not coming from the high road, the canyon itself. The horses were coming from below the bridge. In an instant, Miller had knocked an arrow, drawn her bow. Go! Rivia was gone before the whisper had even left Miller's mouth. The scout was already sliding down the bank below, racing towards the cave. There was no road that ran below the canyon. There was no reason for numerous horses to be approaching the cave. There was only one reasonable conclusion, and both girls reached it instantly. The base had been compromised. This was a Blackguard attack. The moment the horses came into view, Miller let loose her first arrow. She was surprised to see a carriage. She expected cavalry. Before she'd even finished processing that thought, her second arrow was in the air. Without a trail, it would be unthinkable for a carriage to traverse such rough terrain. Yet she watched as wheels jolted over the rocky riverboard. A third arrow was now in flight, and there would be no need for a fourth. The driver slumped over just moments before the vehicle dipped into a small ditch, slamming into an embankment. The force of this sudden halt immediately shattered the front two wheels and catapulted the driver from his seat. Utterly confused, Miller quickly glanced over her shoulder to see if any horses were also approaching from the rear. Down in the canyon, the entire horde of the unholy hounds came spilling forth from the earth as if hell itself had suddenly sprung open. The group seemed even more bewildered than Miller, half asleep and tripping over one another, desperate attempt to engage an unseen enemy in combat. Miller could see Rivia among their numbers, the only one looking up at her. Her expression was chilling. There would be no need for a silent gesture to convey what they both realized. They had made a mistake. The gang's chieftain, Jeffrey Heartslasher, led the others, cautiously approaching the crash carriage like a suspicious fox. It would near a baited trap. There were no words exchanged as the group crept forward in customary silence. A dozen or so paces in front of the wreckage lay the far-flung driver, an arrow protruding from his broken body. Beside him, a blood-stained effigy carved from stone. Oh, there's more! Let's see. Miller was inconsolable. Jasper had always been her favorite. He had always shadowed her in the night, clinging to the helm of her every beat. The way a child tails behind an older sibling. Tender-hearted, she always called him, but deep down she had known that wasn't quite true. His appearance of gentleness concealed a raw, resilient durability that emerged in the most perilous of situations. He had been a flower among the nettles of the cave, but he still had thorns. Honed by a grim past and 100 hands of misfortune. They buried him in the darkness in the back of one of the larger cavern rooms. He was interred with a berry basket and a silk handkerchief that he had treasured. The mysterious effigy they had found beside him served as a distinguished gravestone, a marker that stood out somewhat special among the rows of similar swords marking neighboring plots. No one spoke, not even in the whispers. There was nothing to say. Miller awoke the next day to a thunderous shaking and rattling of the earth, a far cry from the playful nudging of the previous day. She strained to adjust her eyes, but the choking sting stirred of dust caused her to flinch. Panic was also in the air. The sounds of scurried footsteps and clattering feet filled the space around her, but even in alarm, the silence was louder. What was it? It sounded so strange. Miller closed her eyes tight and used her feet to guide her along the passage. The whispers around her were getting louder, and intense voices could be heard ahead. Louder speech than she had ever heard spoken in the canyon. A growing dread grew as Miller approached the mouth of the cave, her eyes now open, wide, despite the dust. Shouldn't it be day? Miller felt a hand in the darkness pulling at her. It was Rivia. The two embraced, and Miller did not need to see her to understand. Rivia placed two bent fingers against Miller's cheek. And with that touch against her face, Miller felt the same sinking feeling from the previous day. Two bent fingers confirmed what Miller had suspected. The girls had forgotten to relay one crucial piece of information to the others. An hour or so later, the screams began, blood-curdling cries of hopeless desperation. Captain Fodrick Lee of the Blackguard looked down from the ridge of the canyon to the collapsed entrance of the cave. Ah, he grinned. Now they speak. D.A. God, how long have I spent in this library?
Too long. Should the mask just be like a tree trunk? I don't know what to make it.
I guess, yeah. It was a good story, though.
Uh-huh.
Definitely a little fucked up, but... good story nonetheless. Come on, I need the music room to be done. I'm gonna suffer and take the drafting studio.
You're gonna suffer and
And
do
we're
what?
gonna see, take the drafting studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we have the answer to the code now, so do we get... Well,
Oh, that's it.
well,
At the same.
it's not the same code!
Whoops.
See if we can get a clue.
You looking it up.
I looked up like where to get the clue,
Let me see.
as in like, and do you have the tree thingy again?
Family tree?
No, the apple patch tree that was chopped down. The picture of it that gives us the code.
Oh, that like the garden password.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have
That's it.
128.
I think 28.
1128.
Yeah, that is November 28th. Wait. 1, 1, 2, 8. Wait. No.
Hmm?
Stupid logic, but I'll try it.
Oh, if you put date first instead of the month?
No. Oh my god. That was a stupid clue. So it's the thing I was kind of worried about was that it would be that code had something to do with it, because if we count small gates clue. What I was like stupid in saying is that day 2 is the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, 1108 because it's day 2. I don't know. But it worked. We got a letter to read.
Yep. Itty bitty.
Oh,
Number 5.
you asked if I could make progress. The answer is yes.
Oh, we're missing what, letter number 1 now?
Uncle, in a few hours we are departing as planned. We will be taking the old Mountain Way tunnels to the north. We'll go as far as we can by trolley until the rails give out.
That's
Then
funny.
we'll
You have
proceed
to.
on foot until we reach the southern border. I've never been as excited, nervous, and heartbroken. I may never know if I've made the right decisions, but I've made the ones I felt my father might have nodded in approval at. I'm leaving a message for Simon here.
How do you want me to screenshot this?
I'm gonna let you know if there's some important note, but you can also screenshot just this.
Okay. Oh, it
And if
sounds
there's an
readable.
important detail,
That's readable.
it's readable. But if
Next
there's an
page?
important detail, I will want you to screenshot it. So,
Next page. What do you want to screenshot?
oh, Mary, I don't know yet. I'm saying if I want you to screenshot something, I will let you know. I'm leaving a message for Simon here in the safe house. This unhallowed cavern that we have called home for the last year. If something should happen to me, please guide him to this place. Try to show him what these lost days were all for. Explain to him if you can, the intersection between foolishness and doctrine. The thin wire we stood upon above the world, holding hands and throwing stones. Holding hands and throwing stones. In those days, we were guilty of everything. As always, Mary. Can you, like, screenshot this in 2 pieces?
Sure. Okay.
Just the holding hands and throwing stones.
Okay.
Alright, thank you. Cool. You suck. We are running out of blue rooms, so as long as I can make it back. I have an idea for where I want to put the basement. But it's gonna take me a while to get there in the appropriate order.
Do you have a preference of where the tables are? If you want them up here, down here, in both spots?
Both.
Both?
Yeah. I have to suffer the red room. Oh, hey, a letter has been delivered in the mail room.
Yeah. Every time you enter a red room, after red room.
Yeah. So, oops. What is lower the SD supposed to mean, though? Oh no! I think. There's Dawn.
Let me see. The dub code is locked.
Yeah.
Rip.
And there's no key. You know what I can do though? Is I can go all the way back to the mail room. And we just got a letter put there, so there was a rabbit's foot in the kennel this whole time. God damn it. Yeah, that's how we got our cherries, so that's fine. Cool. Thanks, Randolph. This is useless now. But
That's
there
it?
you go, Snowy.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
That's why I'm kind of hesitant to these, because I had a feeling with that being such a thing, I was like, there's no way it's not just mostly clues.
Yeah, but it's good to, like, have it confirmed, you know? Just to be like, okay, that's what that was for.
Well, I've confirmed that the password code is on some. It's only 8:30, I can do one a day. I'm just like reading that story probably felt longer than it actually was.
Yeah.
Yeah, did feel like a long time. Especially since I don't actually know what we got out of that.
Does the table to crate to cannon ratio look okay?
I see what you mean, that the cans are big now though.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix.
I just make them smaller, man.
We gotta make them smaller. Car size was too big. I went with cartoonish proportion.
Well, like... Eh?
Yeah, a little smaller than that. You had it for a second there and then regrew it. Yeah, there you go. Dice, perfect. And we have a hobble, so I can say blue room today, please.
Have you heard back from the Indian company, by the way?
No.
No?
Not yet.
Did you still want to do, like, the SCP badges or whatever, the, like, name tag stuff, or no?
Can I answer after we do the puzzle stuff?
Sure.
Because I'm here finally.
Uh-huh.
Which means I need those pictures. I have to read through all the notes, man. I was gonna put them up on screen and read them one after the other.
Yeah, I'm gonna just DM you these pictures so I don't have to, like, have them on screen forever.
Oh, the music ones?
Yeah.
Oh, have you tried zip filing the save file for PureRef, by the way?
No.
You should try zip filing and sending that over Discord.
Yeah, I'll just send you this.
Try zip filing! It's gonna take 2 seconds to give it an attempt, man.
And to... It did not shrink in size at all. It lost 5,000 kilobytes and that's it.
Whoa.
It's 1.2 gigs, man.
Still weird that it doesn't compress it at all.
Yo. You need to send them individually when they're bigger?
No, it's the fact that I have to do some stupid workaround on stream now to show without showing my entire Discord. Alright. Find here within these first words sung the key you seek in major tongue. But half the sheets are missing from the four you hold, the rest far flung. Half a note held is quite the pun. Among the sacred symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys. In bold words sung by you and me, a fractured note, an urgent plea. In bold words sung, I do repeat, the ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due, and all the rage that will ensue while working on this simple cue. White pages lined with melodies do hide the words we've come to seek. And from our choice among all these, we write down ones that seem to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. Like reset this up every time. Okay, here we go. Trees found inside will never shade the gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coins, so toss away. The sheets you find a worthy trade. Under these stars the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide and music swells, and at the end the clock strikes 12. What that means only time can tell. Two remain for one last dance and spin again around clock hands, and as they turn a second chance to rise above the falling sands, the true time lost in past romance. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought to spell our secrets carved in thought. A message read is of 10 lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Time to suffer the hard part.
Seems like some sort of like instruction step question mark.
Bold letters. First. Words. On. Let me guess each page. No. On the. First words on the sheets. It is sheets, god damn it.
Or
Huh? Oh, R.
or
R. True. Message. All right. Find a. That doesn't make sense.
Find a V.
Find a the white. Alright, find a the white tree under 2 stone. Whoa. And I need to decipher from this. A room question mark? Doesn't make sense that it's find a the. Oh, it's not a, it's among. I see. Find among the white trees under 2 stones.
Have we seen white trees?
That's a great question. I have no clue.
You go outside and look.
Yeah, at this point, yes. Oh, I see. Yup. Under 2 stones. So we're gonna find rocks over here that we need to use something.
Shovel?
I don't, but it. Oh, wait. 2 stones.
Shovel.
I don't have a shovel yet. I was looking to see if I could do something. This is clearly what it wants me to do, though, so. Yeah, I guess I just have to come back with a shovel now. God. I'm making you play Entropy Center.
I thought you wanted me to play the witness.
I feel like Entropy Center might be a better starting one for you.
Oh.
It's a lot shorter and has an actual ending.
I see.
Entropy Center has like 6, and you can only really find 1 easily.
I see.
I think it's 2, not 6, but like... There is a lot of clues that don't seem to connect until, like, you've found every other clue in the game, so you know... Sure, I'll take a conference room. Rumpus room. I'm gonna take it to say hi to him again. He doesn't work, right? Nope. We finished him off. Ah, attic. I have to take the attic. This is worth the gamble. Oh, safety deposit key. The gamble almost, but didn't pay off. It gave us the sledgehammer, not a shovel. Rip.
Did they tie the rope like this back in the days or no?
Hang on. You made me have to like open up Discord, so all my stuff is all messed up. Probably. I think it's too small of a detail to matter. Alright, I go try to find your shovel now. So many things need to go right.
I might play by it. There it is.
Also, I still called it, by the way. Didn't even need to be in the music room for it. Uh-huh.
What?
Bro, you'd be mad at me too if I did it to you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What?
I'm making you take your own accountability that you're gonna pose onto me.
Uh-huh.
That's the other one that I need to figure out is how to get those little electric chips.
Some, what, two microchips?
Two, yeah. Also, if I can't shovel this thing, I'm gonna be even more upset. No, we can. There we go.
Yay.
Just the rarity of floor plans in your house. I see.
I like how you can just be like, no, I don't want it.
How does that work, though?
Oh, you'll see.
Yes, can I call it a day to try to see it? Do we need anything else?
You gotta get the pump room so you can get the other sanctum.
Oh. Yeah, there's also the vault. Because I have a safety deposit key, okay.
Oh yeah, no, that's actually.
I left the... Yeah, I left the lens in there. In the coat rack, though. Coat check. There's a lens, because I don't want to have to remake that stupid thing.
Yes, yeah, because we never got to light candles with it, and that's like they're a weirdly specific thing that it can do.
Yeah, it's like half of the functions it tells you it can do. This is it can light candles and ignite fuses. And we did one of the two. So, how many of the 8 letters do we have?
Missing number 1.
Oh, that's gonna suck getting to.
Unless that's the one I have that's unlabeled, but we have for sure 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this one that's unlabeled. So it's either number 3 or number 1.
Wow, broken lever. I have all of the music notes now, too.
Shovel and broken lever make something?
Yeah, they do.
It would make.
Nothing yet. Yeah. Use the silver key to get over with. Great Hall, sure. Right, they're already locked. Give me the rotunda.
Did you give me your thought on the like name card / photo
right,
card?
Yeah, okay. The one I really liked wasn't either of those. The idea I fell in love with for them was the stickers that you put on a credit card.
Okay, apparently those are someone has a patent for those.
What?
Someone stupidly has the patent for those, and you can get destroyed for having them.
What is a patent for? Who the hell
It's
has a
like how
patent for that?
Pop Sockets has the patent on phone grips, and some people make them anyway, but you're like not supposed to. So they like actually come after you. Apparently, this one dude with the patent for the credit card stickers goes after people who do them. You gonna start an experiment?
Why not, man?
Red dirt on the driveway. Immediately lose 10 steps and pass out. That dice
no,
tutor is not
immediately.
bad.
I need my dice 3 tool right now. Then.
You have any
We're
keys
praying
now?
for a specific room, so. Alright, well, I'm just calling it a day here, man. What about the idea of, like, not specifically the sticker, but instead the little, like, if I could get those thingies made where you slide the card into it?
Oh, the lanyard badge holder?
Badge holder, but one that you, like, it's like a lot thinner. And the idea is that it can conceal the card's like details, but it leaves like a little square for the chip reader.
I have never seen this in my life. And also,
Oh,
it doesn't
see,
sound like it's
it's-
something that it would be cheap at all.
Yeah, a little credit card sleeve. I see.
Well, because you can't really put your card in a sleeve, because then you can no longer, do the chip. Doesn't fit anymore.
What do you mean?
Like, the chip don't fit in the chip reader. Or is the point that you take it out of the bag?
No, the point is that you just tap with it.
Oh, I see. Then why can't we get the thick one? That's like the lanyard badge holder then.
You could.
Oh. Oops. I mean, you're going to green places anyway, might as well. You can get yourself the shovel in here.
No, you can never get the shovel in here. I'm fairly certain of that one. After, like, what is it, the 86 days of... I guess we got the outside room after, like, day 12 or something, so... Oh, you know what I could do? I could find out exactly when.
Hmm?
Oh my god. I'm curious as to when we got the outer room. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Day 6.
Is he?
So, after 80 days of drafting outdoor rooms, quite literally, I think it's safe to say I've never seen a shovel in there.
I think.
Yeah. Putting the bedroom here nice and early.
People in
What?
chat and I didn't see them.
Nancy.
The hello
Random
beaker in the group.
shatters. Can't put a greenhouse because it's a dead end. Put a courtyard though. Hey, shovel. All of dumb money. But yeah, I'm like, after thinking about it, I definitely think like Entropy Center would probably be a bit better for you.
Let me see. Oh, it's supposed to be able to fit. Whatever. Is it okay if the scale of the side view and the actual view don't match? Because you're supposed to be able.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so this new one is none of these. What?
Is it okay? It wasn't in a green room? Oh, there it is. Additional. It is green though.
Cost 0. Or cost a gem, sorry. Yeah, but I have to make sure I have the gem to be able to draft it when I go forward, man.
I'm like, weren't you interested in doing photo cards though? Question mark, because you like how they're like
yeah,
kind of like trading cards, but like, you know, more durable.
Wait, what? Say the last part again?
You like how they were like trading cards but more durable?
Kinda.
Sort of, yeah, you can gotcha them and whatnot. And...
yeah, I wouldn't mind gotchaing them. That'd be kind of funny.
I can do Balatro gotcha.
Okay, Balatro gotcha would be really funny, but I don't think you should.
You think I don't think you know because I'm like it's all clowns or something?
I just don't think you should.
Is he? I wonder if that man has made merch. I'm curious.
He has.
I want to see it.
Well, that's for you to go and look up then, man.
Mostly t-shirts. Oh, yo, there's an official playing card deck!
Yes, there is.
Wow.
I mean, why wouldn't there be, man?
I mean, it's pre-order $16.
I'd say do it, man.
Linen finished cards.
You like having those things enough that I'd say it'd be worth it. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it would be worth it. Even just like an off the bat, yes, it would be worth it kind of answer. Like, yes, it would be worth it.
Like, it's pretty cheap.
I'm not fighting you on it. You're fighting yourself on it at this point. You let me get Frank Stone today, I'm saying you can get this today.
Go on.
Go for it.
No.
Do it. Oh, I see. I get the use of this room now. This room, I never understood what the whole point of it was.
Well, it makes the hard rooms easier to find.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Where did I get this?
Hole?
The deposit key, man.
We had one. We've been holding on to it, and you said you wanted to go find the vault.
No, that was yesterday.
Oh, I see. I don't.
Yeah, so this one is listed as unusual. So this makes unusual and rare more likely to show up. So like standard won't show up as much. The unusual one will, but like rare one will. What's the other one? Commonplace won't as much. Standard won't as much. I see. I'm gonna do it. I have 3 keys. I'm risking one. Ah, good theory. I guess if there was ever a day.
Oh, yep.
We're gonna go press the other button now. Also, come on, give me 3 keys as a result. Or like 2 keys and a gem. I'll take an extra key to back up 1 or 3. I got this one now.
Yeah, the other side? Yo.
Oh, that's that side? Okay. Like, oh, you just close it, I see. Alright, well, I'm gonna try to finish the Chamber of Mirrors today, then that's the goal. Oh, I see. You have to go all the way around.
You gotta draft the room properly.
No, it's like all the way around, all the way around.
Yep.
Yeah, I did get some. I did pass some dig spots though that I could definitely grab now that I actually have a shovel. Hallway, please. You suck.
Yeah, you just for yours. One more dig spots.
And chest. But yeah, like, I think Entropy Center is a good learner's puzzle game, I guess you could say.
Oh, I see.
It's like, it's a linear puzzle game. It's you just go through all the different rooms. Once you're solved all the puzzles, you're done.
I see.
Okay, less likely to find items I'm gonna just suffer with for the day, and... Oh, I have a magnifying glass now.
Nice.
Nothing wrong. We're gonna take a drawing room because we have to. If I can get another 3-way room, this will be perfect. Because then I could just go up and around. I'll redraw once, but yeah, I have to take the bedroom now then. Okay, I might be able to. Whoa.
Cool.
Oh.
Get mirrored. Oh, can you open the door of the shelf now? Turn it around. You open that? Yeah.
Oh.
Huh? No.
No, we don't want a second pantry?
You like pantry that much?
I like the money from pantry.
Well,
It's
if you
fine.
open, can you open the other ones?
Yeah, we can probably open all 4. Ooh, that.
Always pantry?
Oh.
Oh
Nope.
no.
Oh, we could just leave it there, is what it does, I see. Okay, let me go back down for a second, because I don't think I'm done pressing all the buttons I can press either. Like, I pressed... Nope, didn't press that button. Oh, this is the button I pressed, I assume? Yeah.
I think the goal is to
I
just
didn't
get in the
press
middle.
This one, question mark?
You want the other orange?
I wanna get the other cupboard. I'm missing a cupboard still. I think I unlocked it now, though.
Yeah, I think.
Nope. No, that one.
It's mirrored, it's the other one.
Oh! Wait, I see. It's not just mirrored, it's how the doors work. No, wait. You didn't that one. You lied to me.
Not good?
It's this one.
Oh, I see.
Because the way it works is the door slides down. But that leaves it open up top. So I can go in here and do this. And the key!
Rip.
This was not worth it. I'm gonna make this room rare. Especially since the parlor is the other one we've solved already. I did take the green room thing. God, there's no green rooms on the west wing. This sucks. I have so many clues to cool things. But I have no new things to do.
Wait, if you look at your stuff, by
I
the
got a
way.
book. Hmm?
You go to like your map,
Mhm.
back out and go to your. You can see we have the one thing at the bottom, sanctum key.
Yeah. Oh, wait. What?
Yeah, the country symbol.
Oh, yeah, okay, I was gonna say, you mean the fact that we have the symbol for it, dang, yeah.
Alright, read your book.
The book. A New Clue by Marion Miracle. Gifted by Simon P. Jones.
That's just you, isn't it?
Oh, it is me. I see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read through this one as I go. So, I'll let you know if I need screenshots, and if so, what. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you. For you are looking for a new clue too. What's up?
Real quick, is this enough stuff? Can I just put the floorboards in and call it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, something should go in the middle. I feel like something's in the middle.
Oh, like the random pillars?
Yeah. Like supports.
Okay.
Alright. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you, for you are looking for a new clue too. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases, and gone through the piles of the evidence present and precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. Whoa. Okay, this one needs a screenshot.
Oh, you can zoom in on the papers on the right side, man.
I know.
Okay.
Ah,
That's the types of
clever.
rooms. Okay.
They're all the actual, like... So wait, dead?
Yeah, dead ends.
cases.
Yeah, dead ends.
Oh, dead ends, corner room.
Okay.
What the fuck is this one supposed to be, though? I don't know what the suspect list is supposed to be.
Might be the people who work there.
He had looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Hey, this is also a hint.
Mm-hmm.
The keep left symbol with all this stuff. Like the tower and the queen. It's telling us to go somewhere in the tomb, man.
Yeah.
Because these things are found specifically in the tomb in the cathedral. So is her. He looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids, and he questioned the cook. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books.
Oh, we're looking at a book now, Amy.
Apple, banana, orange. Could you screenshot this picture, please? This is like a very big stretch case, but...
You gotta revisit all the
case.
rooms for the fruit.
It's like 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges is a clue we got in the pantry.
Yeah. Is that enough support beams? I put the mask back in, I forgot about it.
Yes. So tome after tome, that library loaned, and the books that he had, the books that he had that he already owned,
Oh no.
were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. There's more hints on this one. They're pointing us somewhere. They're telling us where to go.
Mm-hmm.
Did you take a picture of it?
No. Okay. Oh, put the magnifying glass over the books, man. Yeah.
There you go. That's readable.
I don't think those are books we have, but you know.
No, but Lunar Reamed is going to be something that, or Lunar Renamed is going to be something that's important. He changed all the letters in lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found that the dictation of each word was sound. Oh. I need a picture of this blackboard to understand why he wants us to do this. Lore equals word, jor equals name, and then there's right versus right, Mary and Mary, Gates and Gate. Draft the sixes, shifted extra, the fixed start. Oh no! Oh god, okay. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. If his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. Oh. A man obsessed and cuckoo too. They would say he would wander through the best medicine. Here. A man obsessed and cuckoo too. They would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. We're gonna have to zoom in on something in a second here. Warning you in advance. And having read this book so many times, having scoured over each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? God. Assume page count starts on title pages.
Oh. Okay. Got it.
This one, please.
Okay. Got it.
This one, please. Thank you. This
Like, you're
one,
so lucky you
too,
have the
is-
magnifying glass today.
I know. This one too for these, please.
Okay.
All the little lines, and I'm gonna need to be able to count how many it needs.
Okay.
I know what the puzzle is, and I'm gonna hate this.
Hmm?
Or is there perhaps something new, something overlooked but now in view? Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. We have more to photograph. Just up there.
Okay.
The suspect is my. This one is also a clue.
I got it.
That's the end. So I don't know if you noticed, it wants us to go through so many rooms.
He wants us to, like, literally hit up everything again and be like, is there anything here that's new?
No, we have to maze it out. It's giving us a maze.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, so that suspect list, those aren't people that worked here.
Mm-hmm.
Those are people who wrote the books.
Oh.
Like Christopher Clark,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure is someone
gotcha.
who... Yeah, there's also, like, Mayford, age 32. He was a book dude. Richard Scott.
Is he?
When you took photos of the pages, did you take photo of, like, both pages with the words as well?
Yeah, I did.
Can you take a photo of this one too, just for that word each? There's gonna be something to do with it.
Got it. Here's what I have, okay?
Okay. Doesn't actually say. I'm gonna read the book again, once for good measure, but just from beginning to end. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you, for you are looking for a new clue too. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases, and gone through the piles of evidence present and precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. He had looked high and low in all of the rooms, he had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. He looked and he looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids and questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books. So tome after tome that library loaned, and the books that he had, that he already owned, were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. He changed all the letters and the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found that the dictation of each word was sound. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plan and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. A man obsessed too. They would say as he would wander through, the best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. And having read this book so many times, having scoured over each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? Or is there perhaps something new, something overlooked but now in view? Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. Route 8. Depart. Keep left. To Tanner Fork. Turn right. Dead end. Record each stop on the way. Can I ask for like specific smaller photos of each of the signs so I can do this thing?
Well, okay. Well,
I would like screenshots of each of these thingies.
where is he?
The specifically signs. So I'll point out in each of the things.
Okay, I have the 8.
Screenshot. I know, I want them to be like just the images put back to back because they're a map. Yeah, I'll show, you'll see what I mean, but they become a map. This one is going to be depart.
Okay.
The next one is keep left.
Yeah.
The next one is the To Tanner Fork.
Okay.
The next one is this little right sign here, right turn. Next one is dead end. And then the last one is the message, which is going to be record each Oh. Yep, I know where it's trying to point us to. And it's going to be in the basement. We could probably get it today. Like today in game. I won't need it for a bit, that being said.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish the wood and then I will be done for today.
I will be ending before 10 for sure, but I would like to finish this day with you if possible, because it should not take us another half an hour. I'm not to get the clue that we just got, like, we're gonna be given a new message of some kind. I don't have a pool, but I still have to take the boiler room and pray for gems. I guess if we go backwards and get a dead end, it won't be the worst. Is there a reason I don't leave the basement thingy open?
So I'm gonna buy the mouse pads from the outside people. If they have the, like, plastic card thing, should I also get them?
Eh?
No? Okay.
What is the plastic card thing?
The like ID card that you sold it on.
Oh, I see. I would like it.
Let me see.
What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know, I don't really have space for stuff. It's like, I can make stuff for it pretty easily, it's just I don't have space.
I didn't even bother to read the thing. I went through the parlor and I didn't even bother to read the puzzle.
You just stuck the key in the car in a...
Yep.
You get it?
Nope.
That means a 1-3.
Looks like it's the end. The good news is we can go and get the new puzzle today, see what it's all about. Because it's just in the basement. We don't even need the tomb for the thing. The tomb is going to be a different puzzle of some kind. Or rather, if we do need the tomb and everything else, then it's not going to matter because we need like 7 rooms for that to go right. I know I'm going to be jinxing this and scaring people, but why the hell are there 26 people watching this stream? What's happening? They just enjoying watching me go insane trying to figure this out.
Probably. Reminder to subscribe to see me. Hit the subscribe button.
Nice plug, totally not shameless.
Hey, I'm shilling for you, not for me, so it definitely works.
Full of shameless plug. Alright, you ready to need that map I just gave us? You have a minute, because I have to go through water cutscene. Hello? She vanished.
Wait, what did you say?
Well, I was saying you have a minute because I have to go through this water cutscene again. But are you ready to find a new clue?
No.
This will probably be the last day in game, though.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna force you to call it bedtime early today, man.
Uh-huh. I'm basically done. I'm just throwing like a little bit of shadow here and there, and then we'll do it.
I know, but I'm not letting you yell at me again.
Uh-huh.
And I know if we go another day in Blueprints, we're gonna get some extra progress of some kind.
So my brain thought is like, what are you gonna do with the ID cards? Because we don't have Pizzarogi yet, so you can't really.
No, I was still planning on doing SCP.
You're gonna have no other SCP stuff. You're just gonna have like the ID card among the pieces. Like I feel like that's not gonna. I don't know. Goes on.
Oh, I was right.
Oh, how do you get down there though?
What?
How do you gotta get on the tracks?
No, I need the map first.
I'll take a screenshot of the map, go back to it, look at it.
No, I need the thing that I just gave you. That I told you.
Yeah, but how do you do it?
For. I don't know, but I need to figure out where the end goal is.
Oh, okay, I see. So you start at 8, you leave
Yeah.
8, keep left.
We keep left
Yeah.
to Tanner Fork, it said. So that's 10. So that says keep left, and we go all the way, so 7, 3, 10.
I'm gonna write that down, 7, 3, 10.
Not yet, no. I can draw on stuff later.
Actually, I can just draw on this, man. Hold up. Doing that.
You just draw on the thing.
I'm doing that.
I'm like on the line itself, but sure.
We need to read the numbers still.
Okay, so where does it? What is after Tanner Fork? It's turn right, dead end.
Turn.
Coming this way, right is this way, so dead end would be either 5 or 13. What are the things after it? No. Go. to
Record
turn
each
right.
stop, yeah.
Okay, so no, it's gonna be 10, 1, 6, 5.
Not turn right into 13?
No, because assuming you're going off of the steps, then you only get to 10 at Tanner Fork. Turn right would be here.
Uh-huh.
Because you can go left or right. So at Oris Train Hall, you have to then turn right. And your only other hint beyond that is dead end, which I would assume means you need to go all the way straight.
I mean, it could be either or, honestly.
I would say also record the 6-5 as well, just in case then, but like... That does look to be the clue we were just given.
Where does this go? Where do we put this in?
That's a great question. I just know we need it.
Well, we have a bunch of numbers. We don't know where they go.
We were quite literally given a new clue, alright?
We don't have anything that needs anything like nearly this long though. 873-10165 or 113. Like that's pretty long.
Well, it talked about mapping things out up here in the book. But we needed the station map because the station map is the big one. Because if you look at the book thing, the very first sign there that like the hand is on, it says Route 8. And that's what that was Route 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's definitely like the answer. It's just a question of What?
What is it an answer to?
Yeah.
To which we don't know yet. Okay, yeah, the key does not respawn.
Besides the cool decks, the man only has t-shirts. For Balatro merch.
Well, you got your deck at least.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that's the big one. I don't think you need anything beyond that, because like you do like collecting decks. You have the Kingdom Hearts ones, right?
Uh-huh. I have others too. They're just at my parents'.
I see. So yeah, your big collection is the decks.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go and suffer by rereading that book the 1,000 times that it tells me to. Because we're done for the day otherwise, and I feel like I'm missing something but don't know what to do yet. Don't have anything to do with Cat. Wait a second.
Here is your Mythal deck.
It looks very cool.
Alright, chat. I'm gonna wrap up here. Seaweaver's gonna be going for like an maybe a bit longer. But you can come by. We'll be back tomorrow, same thing. I gotta draw out the crew quarters, so we'll keep going. Oh, Ben.
I'm gonna do this again tomorrow too.
I see. Yeah, thanks for coming by, hanging out, lurking, watching all that. I will forever be bad at reading chat, but you know what? If you spam me enough, I'll see it, maybe. I'll see it eventually. I do see chat eventually. Okay, thank you. I will be back.